Hello everyone. Today we will solve this problem. This problem asks to count the number of nodes in this tree whose whose average of the subtree rooted at that node equal to the value of node. For example, subtree rooted at node 5, we have 5 and 6 node into this subtree, and if we compute the sum, then it's 11 and the count is 2. So if we compute the average, then it comes around like 5 if we take the lower value of 5.5, so which is equal to the value of this particular node 5. Let's take the another example, 801 subtree. Here the sum of this subtree is 9 and the count of this subtree is 3. So if we compute the average, which is 3, which is not equal to the value of node 8, so that subtree will not be counted. And all the leaf nodes, because the leaf subtree rooted at the leaf nodes will be that particular nodes. So in this case, the average value will be the same as the node value, so that will be get counted. So this is the overall problem. How to solve this one? Uh, let's see, like what we need at each node. At each node, we need subtree count of the nodes of the subtree rooted at that node, and sum of the node values of the subtree rooted at that node. So if we have a count and some information, then we can compute the average. And once we have the average, then we can compare the average with the node value. And if it is same, then we can update the global result by one. So that's the motivation. And this is the DFS post order. Like we can solve it in DFS post order traversal. So because we each node asks its children to return the value, return its count of the subtree rooted at their node and the sum of the nodes values of the subtree rooted at their node. So let me first write the template of DFS post order. So the base condition is if not root, then there is no node whose average is same as the value, and let's have the result as a 0 initial value, and this is the template, DFS node, and then if a node has left children, then make a call on the left child, node dot left, and if node has a right child, then make a call DFS call on the right child. And this is a post order, so we will compute something here, compute the basically average and then compare with the node value, and at the end we will return the same thing what we are asking for its children. And outside of this DFS we call by passing the root node, and then at the end we return the result. So this is the general template that can be used in any problem. The difference is like we need to put the values that is required to solve this problem. For example, in this questions, we need count of the subtree rooted on the left children, so LC count, and the sum of node values rooted on the left child, so LC. Let's initialize with the same values, and then similarly for right child, right count, and then right sum, all initialized with the 0, and whatever my left children return, like each node asks its left children if it is available, return the count of the subtree, count of the node of the subtree rooted at your node, and also the sum of the node values. So whatever they return, this count and the sum store into these value variables, And similarly, same thing, it asks for the right child. Return the count of the nodes in the subtree rooted at your node, and return the sum of the nodes values. Okay. And now at this time, like we need to compare whether the compute first average and the compare with its node value. So suppose node dot val equal to compute the average, basically here. So take the left sum plus right sum plus node dot value, node dot val. So that will be the sum of the subtree rooted at this particular node, and then the count is left subtree count plus right subtree count plus the node, because we need to add the node also. If if this is equal, then we need to update the global result, this result, by value 1. Okay. And we are asking each children left and right to return the count and sum. Then my parent also asked the same information, so we need to return, let me copy this. We need to return the same. This is some, okay, my cursor is little bit acting. uh, LC plus RC plus 1. Okay, so we need to return the same, the count of the nodes rooted on my subtree or this particular subtree, and the sum of the node values rooted on this particular node. So yeah, I think that's it. This should work. Let me do cosmetic checks, like any, if some or some. Okay, I think this should work. Okay, we have node dot if equal to, if node dot val equal to left sum right sum. Yeah, this should be this. Yeah. So it has successfully passed all the test cases. Now let's see what is the time and space complexity. So the time here is like, uh, we are passing or we are touching each node only once, and at each node we are computing this information. So which is constant amount of time we are doing, which is constant amount of time we are spending. So total time is like on, where n is the number of nodes in this tree, and the space, we are not using any additional space, it's like constant space, this result. So here the space is O1. So yeah, this is the time and space complexity. Thank you.